Hey guys, Andrew here with DrewFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video topic is going to be why you might want to opt out of doing intermittent fasting and opt for a glass of colostrum in the morning instead. Now, I'll talk about why in a little bit, but as always, if you guys can please subscribe to my channel, like or share this video with somebody that can use this information, and also give me a follow on Instagram at DrewFit for more health tips. Now, the reason I wanted to do this topic is because I was a fan of intermittent fasting or even long-term fasting for the greater part of a decade. And all I've come to learn is that there are a lot of downstream effects, and it will compromise things like your immune system. It will compromise your metabolic rate. It'll compromise your thyroid health. So I think there's just too many downstream effects that are not going to be congruent with long-term health. But if you are interested in long-term health, but you also want to kind of experience those benefits from intermittent fasting while not doing intermittent fasting, I got a trick for you, and that is to have a glass of colostrum in its place in the morning. Now, one thing that I truly loved about intermittent fasting was going to the gym kind of fasted if I'm working out in the morning. Essentially because the pumps are fantastic. I noticed really good mental clarity, really good energy levels, but that did taper off the longer I was doing it throughout the years. Until I came across colostrum, researched its benefits, and started giving that a try. And essentially what I do is about 2 or 3 tablespoons of colostrum mixed with some distilled water about a half hour before going to the gym in the morning. And the benefits I have found are very similar to intermittent fasting in regards to getting a really good pump. You're getting a really good physique while you're working out, getting the veins popping. But I did notice I had a lot more gas in the tank. I was able to lift heavier weights, and I didn't feel so gassed at the very end of my workout just by adding a glass of colostrum before my workout. Now, I know this isn't considered fasting, but I think it is a much healthier alternative, as you're not going to be compromising your health as much because, lifting heavy weights in the gym is a form of stress. And if you're not having energy in the tank, food, aka food, in the system, you're going to be depleting yourself. You're going to be, compromising your thyroid health, and a lot of downstream effects can come from that. So I think this is a great alternative. The brand that I use is from Sovereign Laboratories. I think you guys can see that. Colostrum, they do use a liposomal delivery system. Their argument with that is that it's much more absorbable by doing the liposomal delivery. And if you're coming from the pro-metabolic community, I know a lot of people think that colostrum benefits or sound woo-woo, whatever. But if you're not familiar with colostrum, essentially what it is the first food, whether it's for a human, the mother produces colostrum, or for cattle, in this case, is that that's the first food for the baby cattle as well. And there's a few compounds that I have jotted down here as to why this might be beneficial and why I recommend doing it. Overall, I think it helps compromise or doesn't compromise the system when you're going to be putting it into a stress state during working out. Number one, it has a lot of anti-inflammatory compounds, one of those bioactive compounds being lactoferrin. Lactoferrin has been shown to help with a lot of autoimmune conditions, so very good if you're somebody that deals with inflammatory issues, or if you are dealing with an immune condition, this may show benefit there. And then as far as performance goes in the gym, the athletic performance, my argument as to why it's beneficial is because of the transforming growth factors, alpha and beta, that it contains. It's been shown to impact both muscular and skeletal repair, which is fantastic. The other benefit, immune benefits, it does contain a lot of antibodies and immunoglobulins. The specific immunoglobulins are IgA, IgG, and IgM, and these have been shown to build the immune system of whether it's a human baby or the cattle. The baby cattle, is that it helps build and strengthen the newborn's immune system. And the last benefit, and this is what's most talked about for, is its gut health. And I'm a firm believer that all health, or majority of health, does begin in the gut, especially your immune system. And this has to do with leaky gut. People that are unfamiliar with leaky gut syndrome, essentially what it is the tight junctions of the intestines when they're compromised, is that they kind of break open and allow undigested food particles, proteins into the bloodstream, and this creates an immune response. And colostrum, and people also recommend the supplement L-glutamine, which is an amino acid, that they both kind of act as a patching job on the intestines and allows the intestines to regenerate itself, rebuild itself, and stop allowing those undigested particles into the bloodstream, creating that immune response. So I'm a huge fan of colostrum. I think there's many benefits, and like I said, because people that like to do fasting in the morning, intermittent fasting, and work out on a fasted state, I think that's a huge hit to the system. You're putting your body in an already stressed state and a depleted caloric state, and you can really, experience those same benefits that you get from intermittent fasting by just having a little bit of colostrum, 2 or 3 tablespoons mixed with water about a half hour before your workout. And what I've personally noticed is a lot of benefits from getting better pumps, better strength, stronger in my lifts, stuff like that. And the recovery is a lot better. I don't feel so tanked at the end of my workout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, or any experience with colostrum, drop that in the comment section below. And I'll also leave a link in the description for Sovereign Laboratories colostrum product as well in the description. So again, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.